So, Friday the 19th, quick update before we kick off with the topic for the week, which is aid stations. This week's been not too bad. Probably got about 60k up since Monday. I think I started running again. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I run. Took Thursday. Oh, sorry, Monday and Tuesday, I run. Took off Wednesday and Thursday, and got running again this morning again. So I run Saturday and Sunday last week as well. That's where I'm getting my 4 days from. So feeling much better, kind of getting over the cold. My resting heart rate's dropping, which is a good sign that it's getting over it. So yeah, as I say, just quick update before we get into this week's videos. As I say, coming up, it's you'll hear me talking about the aid stations and what my approach was last year to the aid stations, and some of my thoughts on this year for the Delirious West. 30 weeks to go now, so getting into the business side of things. And yeah, I'm back in my little cell, so I'll try and get this video out tonight or tomorrow. And I hope your training's going well. Don't forget, as usual, leave a comment, and also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. So it's 30 weeks left to the Delirious West. We're down at lovely Lake Lushkina today, I think it is. Gorgeous area. But today I want to talk about aid stations and kind of my plan. Just want to go over my plan from last year and how I think it will possibly change this year. So just a few notes from my pace chart last year. So the first sleep station was at Walpole, and it's about 140k into the race. Now last year my thinking was that I would sleep before that, so I had down as a 90-minute sleep at Brook Inlet, which was just about 90k into it. And I suppose the thinking was that if I slept there, I could then, just go straight through Walpole and carry on. Now that didn't really work out. I did sleep at, I lay down, at Brook Inlet, but I definitely didn't sleep. That was where I split up with Glenn as well, and kind of he went on his way. The notes that I have for that was some real food, possibly soup, change of clothes, and sleep for 60 minutes. And I'm thinking that's probably where I've changed the first set of shoes as well at that point. And looking back on it, that's probably whenever I put on the pair that I hadn't run that much in after that. So by the time I got to kind of Walpole, everything was starting to get sore. So that was the plan. Stop there and then sleep at Peaceful Bay, which Peaceful Bay is kind of 200k into it, with 146 kind of left to go. Again, food, real food, change of clothes and sleep. Now I do remember sleeping at Peaceful Bay, and everything, my shin was starting to get very sore at Peaceful Bay, because I remember stretching, I remember trying to thing, and I slept at Peaceful Bay for a good maybe 2-3 hours. I think I lay down for definitely kind of an hour and a bit, and I remember getting sleep there at that stage, and I remember actually going to sleep thinking wake up and my injury would be sorted, but it wasn't. So I suppose this year the plan is definitely to spend less time at Peaceful.
Probably sleep at Walpole, go the whole way to Walpole and then sleep, and then spend a bit of time. Kind of time wise, the aid stations in between that, kind of 15 to 20 minutes, 25 minutes at each aid station into that. The guide was a 10-minute pace to get me there, which I'm sure I was probably on at that point. So then kind of my next sleep station was where Peaceful Bay, Denmark. I hadn't planned to change at Denmark. I had planned to stop at Eden Road and get some sleep. Now I do remember Denmark fairly well because that was the point I was going to pull out and not go any further. So pretty much this plans went totally out the window after that. I suppose I was at Denmark a good 4 or 5 hours, so much for a quick stop for food. It was pretty much a case of Denmark. I got till all my pacing and blowing the shit at that stage. I was in a lot of pain, as I say, from Peaceful Bay to Denmark, which Peaceful Bay to Denmark, roughly about 70k. So I'd just done 70k in a bad leg and I really wanted to pull out. Again, the plan had me coming in and out fairly quick in Denmark, but that didn't happen. I got in and then it was a case of, I think everybody's heard the story at this stage, so whenever the decision was made to go on, I knew the rest of my plan was shot to shit. So looking back on it, the only place I probably slept after there was Cozy Cottage, and I had it down as a 4-hour sleep there, but I was too close to the cutoffs that there was no way I could sleep for 4 hours there. It was pretty much a case of I slept for an hour. At the time it was raining, got into the car, set the alarm for an hour, and I remember it going off and Louise waking me going, it's time to go again, Glenn. I was like, no, I just don't want to. But got up and went on. So a few of the notes, as I say, kind of in between times was kind of quick change, water and food stop in between the kind of aid stations. And again, at that stage I was expecting my pace to blow out till about 15-minute Ks. Now looking back, and I haven't done it, but I'm sure if I do someday look back on what data I've gathered up from there, I'm pretty sure my pace at that stage was probably close to 20k because of the walking. And I suppose that's certainly the one thing that I want to try and change this year, is I want to be able to run a bit more in the second half from kind of Peaceful Bay onwards, and certainly I want to be able to do it without picking up any serious injuries. So the plan will be to kind of sleep and use the aid stations a little bit more efficiently, I suppose you could call it. I will kind of go through and redo the one from last year, but I'm guessing kind of 30 minutes or so average stop at them. No kind of sleeping up until I have to sleep. Possibly at kind of Peaceful Bay, maybe the first sleep, and then kind of Cozy Cottage. But I know whatever plan I put in place that it can go to shit. In terms of my nutrition, my strategy at that point was pretty much come in. I had just a selection of my normal foods and whatever they were given out at the aid stations. So if there was anything kind of plant-based at the aid stations that I could eat, which there was usually a good selection, with soups or whatever the case was, so I would munch on that. last year I did the race without any gels, any energy gels or energy bars or anything like that. That's something I'm thinking of changing this year, just for ease, to get the calories in. I found I got sick of the same foods over and over for 4 days, and we had a lot of variety, so it wasn't a case that I was eating the same thing over and over again, but I did feel that I just kind of got sick of it. Louise and the girls would have a kind of selection of it out on the table, and I would just kind of munch and eat my way through whatever I could at the time. So that was fine, and then the first half of the race, whenever everything was okay, but as it got more of a challenge and you didn't want to eat food, then it became harder and harder to do that. So I think that's probably why I'll try and go with gels and that. I know I'll get sick of the gels and energy bars too, but at least there'll be calories going in easily, as well as whatever real food I can just force down myself at that time too. So that's kind of the plan for this year in terms of the nutrition. I'll probably do a more dedicated thing for the nutrition as closer to the time comes. How my training kind of going at the minute, I feel that I've got over my illness. By the time this video goes out, I'll have done kind of 40k as a minimum, 4 days in a row, 10k's, and I'm hoping to get set up with at work this time, so that I can get a minimum of kind of half an hour a day in. So it's now Tuesday as I'm recording this. It'll be Saturday whenever it goes out. Back to work on Thursday, so we will see how it goes. I'll do a quick update before the video, and yeah, I really appreciate everybody tuning in and watching. So I hope your training's going well. I hope you are out making your goals happen. I'm guessing that everybody's enjoying the good weather like we have at the moment. If you're somewhere where you're not enjoying the good weather, and I hope you're still getting something done. But please leave your comments on our YouTube page below. Also leave your leave anything you'd like to talk about over the next few weeks, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It's one thing I want to try and focus on, is reaching as many people as possible. So over the next few weeks, please, if you think somebody might get some use or enjoyment out of these videos, please get them to hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell. It gives you the notifications when the new videos are up. And thanks for watching. Cheers.